But life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see, though. But maybe on this one, we can get my jumper a little.
A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA flattened the draft lottery odds in 2019. And last season, it introduced the play-in tournament. It's too soon to say for sure, but it sure seems like the league has gone a long way in trying to motivate teams to compete for the playoffs and not for picks.
I love it, David. I got to tell you, got to give them a lot of credit. Thank you for that report. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their games.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Michael Jordan is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Diallo in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, Beal and Avdia sharing wing duty. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Smith in at the 1. And it's the Pistons to start out. Outside Jordan. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. The tray, and another 3 for Detroit.
It wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Now here is Smith. Porzingis kicks to Beal. Smith on the wing. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Grant. Jordan against Beal. There's the 3. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got his third basket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. They exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Michael Jordan.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Beal gets a wide-open look. Traps in the tray.
This is Beal's game. A fantastic catch and shoot guy. He wastes no time getting it out of his hands.
From downtown, Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Takes the 3. Another three for Detroit. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. And thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off a turnover.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
So for the Pistons, Bagley comes in for Grant, and it's Cunningham in for Diallo. Off the inbound pass. No good. Jordan with some nice D. For Detroit, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta. 18 points for him.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And now it's looking like it's going to be their night. I mean, the lead keeps getting bigger.
Now, here's Avdia. And his first shot of the game, no good. Outside Jordan, fires the three, and another three for Detroit.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And stolen by Jordan. Takes a three, hits it from three-point range. Jordan's got 24 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that you ultimately insurmountable.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kispert's checked in for Beal. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Smith. Koseknik's checked in for the Pistons. Bryant against Jordan. And another three for Detroit.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's Neto. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And stolen by Jordan. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. Being excellent at both ends has them increasing this lead.
And stolen by Jordan. From deep. Good! Another from 3.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting. Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bombs.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Pistons on top, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Well, Bradley Beal has 4 brothers who played football. So, how did he settle on basketball?
Mom said in high school, whoever recruited me first, basketball, football, that's what we stuck with. So, it was basketball.
Simple. And it seems like it worked out for him.
No question. And his mother coached him up. So some all-around sports talent in the Beal family.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons.
Oh, see that?
Michael Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones.
Oh, wow!
Nice! Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series, as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. J.J. Redick's checked in for Cunningham. For Detroit, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at trying to balance things out.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here's Jordan outside. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And stolen by Jordan. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Neto. No points in the game yet for him. That's tipped, nabbing another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
And you're right, an absolute pest on the defensive end.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing.
And again for 3.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And to think a few years ago, hitting 300 threes was impossible.
Connects again from distance.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand.
Half game, real travel. These fans see what he's all about.
And he continues, GA, to add to his season total, knocking him down from long range.
Well, look, he has so much space out there to work his magic. And this year, he's been the consummate magician. No one can figure out his tricks.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Porzingis, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kispert. And Smith subbed in for Raul Neto. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Pasechniks. Marvin Bagley comes in for Grant. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Diallo. And Hayes subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Smith against Jordan. Releases. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And stolen by Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Obvious checked in for the Wizards. And Detroit with a change here, too. Cunningham's checked in. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Jordan. Fires from deep. And again, 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And so is Detroit, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hi, folks. Hey, let's get this party started. From the get-go, it was Detroit who came out strong. They staged a good old-fashioned ambush, going on an aggressive 9-0 run at the start. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They're getting everything they could ask for at the perimeter. Finding open shots, making the defense look honest. You don't like to say that, but that's what they're doing. But that defense has to adapt. The threes will just keep coming down if they don't.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Wizards.
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they've been terrible. But fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Detroit looking at who they want. We've got Hamidou Diallo. Corey Joseph is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Grant, and it's Stewart in at the 5 spot. Jordan against Beal. Another 3 for Detroit.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. And got it by another basket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Jordan's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Pistons.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Porzingis finds Beal. Knocks it loose. Back to Porzingis. to stop the run. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Grant dishes to Jordan. To the left wing. Here's Stewart. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Down low, here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
This is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the opening.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Washington with it. Here's Porzingis. Kept alive. Kuzma outside. Drills the three-pointer. Kuzma's got his first 3 points of the game.
An outstanding three-point shooter. Kuzma is a prototype stretch 4. That makes him very valuable.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
No, there's some guys you let take that shot, but to be honest, he ain't one of them.
Smith finds Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Diallo's got his second bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Grant trying to break free, and Stewart gets it to go.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading the scores.
Good on the triple. Joseph's got 6.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
The Wizards have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. A shot by Stewart with no one around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 8 now on the night. And stolen by Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
And stolen by Jordan. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Jordan's got 14 points now in the second half. And so is Detroit with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Johnson. Kispert is out there with Gill. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Neto in at the point. To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the skills to prove it.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
17-foot shot on the way. And good. And the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
A confident scorer. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
Knocked loose. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Neto surveying the floor. Now here's Jordan. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. From 13, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 6 points for Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, the chemistry has...
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. And so Washington again turning it over. Aston Jackson, he's checked in for Kispert. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Tyler, you're getting an early taste of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The first time we talked to you was in 2019. You were just drafted. You were in the game for the first time. How has your life changed since then?
Actually, I'm better on the game now. I'm better in real life.
A beautiful look down at Staples Center and downtown L.A. Our setting for basketball tonight. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers from LeBron James.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
From the outset, Coach Vogel has had a consistent message for these Lakers. Anthony Davis said, quote, he's a defensive coach and he wants us to have a defensive mindset. Vogel said, quote, that's as powerful of a weapon as there is. Powerful as in superstar. If you have an elite defense, that can be your third star, so to speak.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here we are, Grant, coming up on Thanksgiving. Now, when you're at the table, what's the first food you reach for?
Oh, B.A., I always go for the turkey. That's the foundation of my Thanksgiving eating. You got to start with that first and then work around that.
A look at the Pistons starting group. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Jeremy Grant out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And for the Lakers, Anthony Davis is out there with James Johnson. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. James outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. The 3 drains the triple.
No defense for that now. I mean, Jordan just too fast.
That's tipped. Here's Westbrook. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Six to shoot. Now here's Jordan. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable.
Jordan really confident rising up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he sinks these outside jumpers.
Driving to the basket and slam dunk by Jordan.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Davis, and Davis slams it home.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Now a timeout called by Detroit, and their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams. And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with. Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Lakers with possession here, following the score by Detroit. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Diallo finds Jordan. Fires the 3. And the Pistons, another 3. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals. One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
And there's Jordan on the assist from Grant. Jordan's got 21.
An outstanding first quarter from the field. You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Pistons pushing it up now. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Takes a three. Oh, it's pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Lakers call timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short. Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Joseph.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. And now let's see how teams compare in the early going with a look at the power rankings. Taking a look at New Orleans, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Pistons, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor. He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
The Lakers with the ball. Yet another steal from him.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want. Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 32 points.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for. Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now Davis. He's covered by Grant. To the right side. Here's Reeves. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis. Seeing the floor and making the right decision.
From deep, Jordan. Pure from three-point range. Jordan's got 38 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence. Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons in total control, up by 29 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, the old saying is defense wins championships. But if you ask LeBron, offense can be trickier.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensively, if you're not all 5 guys at the same time or not moving and cutting, and one pass or one bad screen here or one pass there can mess up the rhythm of an offense.
And the best teams work together at both ends. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in.
Shooting for Detroit, Corey Joseph.
LeBron James out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now, here is James. coming off a 22-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he was so disruptive at the defensive end. 4 steals on the night. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Nunn. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Pistons substitution, Frank Jackson.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. Grant with a steal. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Boy, take a look at the hops of Grant. I mean, really getting up and sending a message with that alley-oop.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic. That's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And in the league today, we've got some all-time greats playing out on the wing. But who do you think the best wing in the NBA is right now, Grant?
Oh, boy, you're trying to get me in trouble. That's a tough one. I mean, you have LeBron, you have Giannis, you have Kawhi, KD, all of them.
Oh,
powerful jam!
Woo! And this is why you just can't give Jordan a running start. I mean, once he has that, the launch pad is set, and he's going to ecstasy right through the air and on top of your head.
And now another look at that Mobile One block defensive performance.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
All right, B.A. Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Different perspective, Allie. Good stuff.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Knocked away. Westbrook outside. Pass to Bradley for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
And Russell Westbrook on the move once again, this time to the Lakers. Now, what's interesting, I mean, he played so long for the OKC Thunder, and now on his 4th team in the past 4 years. But still, you can't deny the impact when he's on the floor.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Going inside. That one falls. Jordan's got 56 in the game.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team. You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And good! There's another! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Three-pointer. Hits yet again. Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Bradley, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Jordan with the bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Some changes now for the Lakers. Horton. There's a minute 17 left in the final quarter. Launches it. And another one. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pistons.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
They've got DJ Augustine, LeBron James out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kendrick Nunn, and it's Reeves in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Cunningham outside. Another three for Detroit.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Substitution.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Jordan with the bucket.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons.
And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.